Hello, welcome all. I hope all of you are comfortable, and we will be starting the webinar shortly. We have Kapil Nagal from Volt Money with us. We'll just wait for a couple of more minutes, and I think after that we can start. Okay, great. Hello all. I think we are 45 people joined us, and more will be incoming. Yes. Before we start, I think let me give you a small introduction. आज हम लोग यहाँ पे है एक बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट वेबिनार के लिए कि हाउ टू गेट कस्टमर्स फॉर LAMF मतलब लोन अगेंस्ट म्यूचुअल फंड्स. शुरुआत करने से पहले आई मीन वी हैव द फाउंडिंग टीम मेंबर ऑफ द वोल्ट मनी जिनके साथ एसेट प्लस जुड़ी है and whose platform or whose services we use for loan against mutual funds. Before that, I think you guys can start typing in the city that you are from and आपको कौन सी language preferred है इस webinar के लिए. I think we can go with Hindi and a mixture of English. Welcome Kapil. I think we had a conversation last time around. It was a very fruitful conversation about what is LAMF. तो काफी अच्छा उसका रिस्पॉन्स रहा है, उसका काफी अच्छा इफेक्ट रहा है हमारे पार्टनर्स के साथ, हमारे पार्टनर्स के ऊपर. आई मीन एंड यस, तो उसी के चलते आज हमारा सेकंड जो कॉन्वर्सेशन है कि कस्टमर्स को कैसे अट्रैक्ट करे LAMF के लिए, मतलब लोन अगेंस्ट म्यूचुअल फंड्स के लिए. क्यों कस्टमर्स को हमने बताना चाहिए कि व्हाई LAMF इज अ बेटर ऑप्शन देन सिंपली रिडीमिंग देयर growing mutual fund investments. Because investments को अगर हम लोग एक पॉइंट पे ब्रेक कर देते हैं तो then again हम लोग जीरो से शुरुआत करते हैं. तो I think you guys you can take it ahead from here. Please walk us through how to get customers from LAMF. And Nandini, sorry, Tamil cannot be I think Tamil will be a problem, but yes, English and Hindi can be a very good way to go forward. So yes, Kapil, over to you. Please take it ahead. And before that, if you have any questions, if you have anything, please put it in your chat. We'll have a question from we'll have questions from at the end of the session. I will take maximum questions from you as much as possible, so please keep them coming whenever from whenever you have any questions, so I can put it up and just compile it and मैं सबको बता सकूं. So Kapil, over to you.
Yeah. Thanks Abhinay for having me here. Good evening everyone. So I believe we had this conversation with everyone, I think few weeks back. We had met on loan against mutual fund. Within those 2-3 months, essentially, you would have seen loan against mutual fund being picked up everywhere. Literally from SBI launching it in the Global FinTech Fest and everywhere. एक हिंदू बिजनेस लाइन के अंदर उन्होंने फुल प्लेज एड निकाला था. Before few months before that, AssetPlus and Volt Money had partnered to offer loan against mutual fund to their customers to stop redemptions as a partner and to enable the customers to have a line. So we are well ahead of the market and we'll be doing very well. Still, whenever I meet people, generally I get questions ki, how do I sell this product? How do I pitch this product? What is this product? How does it fit in the market? Right? Ki product अच्छा तो है, मुझे पता है, but customers को कैसे समझाना is the question. How do I explain it to the customer? So we'll today touch upon how to get customers, use some strategies that we have seen currently working in the market. So today Volt has a very big AUM and has been able to stop redemptions worth more than 2,000 crore, right? So what are the strategies that worked for people? How did we handle those objections? What were the teachings that other partners shared with us that have worked for them, right? And any questions that we could have at the end of it, as Abhinay said, we'll take it from there. Right. Hope my screen is visible to everyone and my audio is clear. Just let us know in the chat if it's not.
Yes, Kapil, your screen is visible and your audible is quite, you are quite audible.
Perfect. So before starting, first thing I want to tell is कि a lot of times customers go and ask what is Volt Money, नया brand है क्या? So just want to put that rest that Volt Money was awarded the most preferred partner in the category of loan against mutual funds. This was a conference organized by Triple F in partnership with Economic Times. What you see on the right is 361 Asset Management, Anunay sir. right? Names you would have seen. So this is a pretty known company now in the field of loan against mutual funds. So rest assured that you are partnering with a very, very trustable brand that has stopped redemption more than 2000 crore now. Starting with a quick introduction, I'm part of the founding team. I had the whole IFA and mutual fund distribution channel for Volt Money. I have more than 10 years of experience in finance, working in different companies like IDFC First Bank in digital lending, PwC in financial risk and regulations, and other companies. And coming from a background of IIT, BHU, Varanasi. So if anyone is from UP or Rajasthan, please let me know. I'm from Jodhpur. Yeah. So there will be three major points that we'll be touching on. तीन चीजों पे बात होगी. What is loan against mutual fund? A quick recap and a summary for you to know. Right. I'll share the PPT after this if required. So don't need to take a picture or note it down. Just focus on the webinar. What is loan against mutual fund? How to handle client objections, and how to get clients for LAMF, right? These are the three things. In a journey perspective, we have shared the video already, and you have the RM support thing. So the journey is very simple. You can reach out to them anytime and they'll be able to do it. It's a 5-minute journey. But the focus is customer पहले आएगा तब हम उसको offer कर पाएंगे loan against mutual fund. So first question is, what is loan against mutual fund? So like you have gold loan where you give gold as collateral. आप गोल्ड को गिरवी रखने के लिए या मॉर्गेज करते हो, वैसे आप म्यूचुअल फंड यूनिट्स जिनकी वैल्यू पब्लिकली नोटेड है, राइट? एएमसीज गिव द वैल्यू ऑफ ईच यूनिट, सो द होल पोर्टफोलियो हैज वैल्यू. Instead of gold, here you are keeping mutual fund units as collateral and taking a loan against it, right? So loan against mutual fund is a way to get cash quickly without selling your mutual funds. जैसे आप गोल्ड नहीं बेचे, आप म्यूचुअल फंड को दे रहे हो गिरवी, and you can get a LAMF from a bank or an NBFC, right? How does it work? Essentially, the lender is holding your mutual funds collateral until you repay the loan. But till the mutual fund are collateralized, you will still keep on earning, or the customer will still keep on earning the returns that are there on the mutual funds, right? What this means is आपका जो भी dividend होगा, आपका जो भी capital gain होगा, जो NAV का value बढ़ेगा, that will still belong to the customer, right? So the best thing is the mutual funds will keep on earning, continue to earn returns. But the other thing is, since आपने उसको collateral दिया है, you will not be able to sell or redeem those mutual fund during that time period. So it's a very good thing for your customers that A, redemption रुकेगा, right? So it helps the trail income and every other aspect. B, it also helps the customer to retain the returns of the mutual funds, right? And also saves the tax. Third जो question, most important question आता है, what is this? How much can you borrow, right? So the amount you borrow depends on the amount of mutual funds you have, the type of mutual funds. On equity and hybrid mutual funds, this is as per RBI cap, you can get 50% of the latest portfolio value, not what the cost value or buy value, latest portfolio value. So if you have 10 lakh rupees of equity mutual fund, you can get a loan up to 5 lakh rupees, or you can set up a limit of 5 lakh rupees. If you have 10 lakh rupees of debt mutual fund, you can set up a limit of 8 lakh rupees, right? So you can borrow up to 80-85% on debt and 50% on equity, right? Fourth point, if I'm getting this, what is the rate of interest for me? What are the charges? Very simple. Rate of interest for LAMF is very, very low, which is 10.49% per annum. And processing fee, we have two lenders with us, Tata Capital and Bajaj Finance, is just 4,999 for 1 year tenure and 14,999 for 3 year tenure, right? So it's a very, very cheap product. If you look at the Nifty long-term growth rate, you would see this is at around 12%, whereas the loan against mutual fund interest rate is even lower than that. So net over a long period of time, customer is earning by keeping the mutual funds pledged rather than redeeming it, right? So this is a very important point, and I'll show by a mathematical calculation later also. Fifth and most thing, what are the benefits of taking a loan against mutual funds? So some advantages are, first, you don't need to sell your mutual funds to get cash, right? So it takes T+2 times to redeem the money. Here you get it the same day. You continue to own the mutual funds, hence you get dividends and other benefits. Third, you can use to leverage your ideal mutual fund investor. If you have invested it, it's not like the money is locked. You can use or leverage your mutual funds. Fourth, essentially, is it's a 10-minute digital process. We do not require any current account statement, nothing whatsoever. Just a 10-minute digital process that requires OTP and a selfie from the customer side, which you can take and fill, right? And there is zero foreclosure charges. So if you need money for 2 days also, you can take and pay it back, right? So it's a very, very seamless. But this is like an overall summary that you and the customer needs to know before going into what is loan against mutual fund, how this product is beneficial. Ab, the second piece, which is most important piece, which I'll go to, is how to get clients for LAMF. भाई लोन अगेंस्ट म्यूचुअल फंड के लिए कस्टमर ढूंढेगा, ठीक है? So, like every product you're trying to do, it has three parts. Whether you're trying to do insurance, mutual funds, first is identify the customers who are interested in. Second is inform the customers. Third is connect with those customers. So we'll take up on one by one for each thing. First is identify, means when you go and sell mutual funds or insurance, you look at a person who's, let's say, आपको insurance में you look at a person who, let's say, started doing their job or just gotten married to sell, let's say, term insurance, life insurance, or whatever that product. If you're planning for mutual fund investments, if the customer is just married, you tell them start saving for your marriage life. If the customer has just gotten a kid, you tell them, yeah, start saving for your kids' education now. So you plan your goal as per the customer profile. Same is with loan against mutual funds, right? People who redeem mutual funds very quickly or are in need of money or cash very, very frequently, right? कि मुझे जरूरत पड़ती रहती है every 3 months, every 6 months, every year, right? They are the perfect fit of customers for loan against mutual funds because they will keep on redeeming, keep on investing, right? They will never be able to get the benefit of compounding. So customers like business owners, customers with children near the age of college because they will need to pay tuition fees or going the new year of school. If you're looking for people who have low CIBIL, are not getting loans anywhere. If you have people who are looking for traveling abroad, right? People who are looking to buy things or they are getting a marriage season. Those are the people essentially who need cash. So I'll be happy to tell today, 55% of the customers that open line with us are self-employed, right? So they do not are not a daily salary earner. They are self-employed people who have a habit of needing money because they want to invest in the market and they've opened the last limit. So their mutual funds are growing. Over the last 1 year, those have grown around 30-40% that we have seen, right? The market has given tremendous returns. Plus, they've also been able to get liquidity against those collateral, right? So it's very important to identify customer profile who needs money frequently. Now, once you've identified cohorts, आपने अपने टाइप के लोग ढूंढ लिए कि ये बिजनेस ओनर है, ये डॉक्टर है, this is someone who has children and will need it for this thing, this is something who has a function coming, right? जब आपने प्रोफाइल आइडेंटिफाई कर दी, right, then you need to inform the customer कि यार this is a product that is available with me, right? People do not look at you today as a person who provides loan or provides liquidity. They look at you as कि मुझे SIP करना है after a lot of effort कि मैं इनके पास चला जाऊँ. But they do not know that if I need money, I can go to this person and get it, right? So first thing is to inform your customer base that you have now started to offer loan against mutual funds, right? How do you do it? The most simple that a partner who has more than 100 customers with us has done it is they put their status, WhatsApp status of loan against mutual fund. The collaterals are available on AssetPlus dashboard. So it's like a 1 minute thing. He puts it once every week, right? And he gets leads. He posts it on his Facebook status, Facebook wall, comments, everyone. Plus, he also tells the customers limit that this is the limit that is available with you. On the platform, it is available on Asset Plus. You can check the partner platform and you can tell the customer limit or roughly the most rough thing you can do is if you know the portfolio of the customer, you can take it will be between 30 to 50% of the portfolio value. So that's like a rough thing that you can go and tell him, right? But it's better to check it online. But the most important thing is telling the customer that I have this product offering also. You do not need to think and go to a bank to get a loan or an NBFC. You can just message me and I'll get it done in 5 minutes. So if he needs money, he comes to you. If he wants to invest money, he comes to you. He does not have any reason to go to a bank or any other thing, right? So this is the most important thing that you need to inform your customers, right? So there was a partner who used to go on quarterly meetings and used to tell customers by checking the limit and telling him this is what is available. Whenever a customer requires money, you automatically tell him that this is the process and we'll get it done and now give it to you. Right? They tell it कि this is your limit, इसमें से पैसा निकालो, आपका 5 लाख का लिमिट है, इसमें से पैसा निकालो, redeem मत करो. Customer, when the customer is more happy, is in the good state, that is when you ask SIP, right? Jab customer is in a state where he needs money or has other work to do, he will not be focusing on giving you SIP. Same thing happens in loan against mutual fund. When the customer is asking for money, You might suggest it, but 50% customers only get convinced because they need money and they would be like, he's not giving my money back. But if you tell the customer this when he does not need money, he is fully convinced that now he's offering me even if I don't require it. So whenever requirement, I can take it, and it sets in his mind that he can take it. So it is very important when you tell this option to the customer. अगर आप लास्ट मोमेंट बोलोगे, वो बोलेगा ये मुझे पैसे देना नहीं चाहता, right? It takes time for you to understand the product, explain the product, and convince him. Whenever, if he's not requiring money and if you tell him, he'll be super happy. Today, banks, and I'll tell you, largest banks of India are doing this, that you invest your money with the bank and we will open an OD limit with you instantly. That's how banks are selling mutual funds today. Hence, the overall channel needs to evolve from a customer perspective, that whenever you need money, you also tell them whenever you need money while investing, just take it from me. Let me know when you want to open the last OD, or we can open it right now also. So if the customer invested today, उसके यूनिट आज आए, आप 5 मिनट बाद भी उसका लास्ट लाइन खोल सकते हो. So it's as fast as that. Now you've identified and informed the customer. Last part is connecting with the customer. So when you have put in the status, right? Let's say 200 people, 100 people see your status. Automatically you'll see 5-10 queries coming in, right? Or people who have seen it, just drop them a WhatsApp message with the brochure and tell them this is how it works. This is a basic write-up. You'll all be able to find it in the AssetPlus in repository, right? Just share them the brochure. Ask them, let me know if you want to have a call, and explain it to them. As simple as that. आपको सबको जाके push करने की जरूरत नहीं है कि भाई पैसा ले लो, line खुलवा दो. But if you just tell it that this is there, and this is real partner showing me real WhatsApp screen showing कि यार मैंने बस status डाला था, 115 लोगों ने देखा, 17 लोगों ने मैसेज कर दिया, और 5 लोगों ने कल लाइन खोल दी. That's it. Automatically, because people who are earning and working are always in need of money, right? Even if you look at ourselves, we also need money. So it cannot be that the customers are not looking for money for themselves. So whenever you put your status, you will automatically 10% customers who are looking for money are going for much expensive options than loan against mutual funds, that 15% personal loan and so on. You're actually saving them money, right? Plus you're saving your mutual fund investment for your customer also. So this is a very, very important step of how to get customers for loan against mutual funds, right? Identify customer profile, inform them that you have this offering. It is very important that if you have 300 customers, the 300 customers should know that you have this offering. Third, you should connect with them to explain the product and get the process done, right? General customer profile that looks like is, if you look at small business owners, professionals, salaried people, low credit score users, and these are actual customer profiles live with us. तो आप ये देख सकते हैं कि it is all true, and you will be able to relate with your customer profile that is there, right? अब क्या शेयर करना है? You will have instant co-branded collateral on the AssetPlus partner page, right? Co-branded one pagers for WhatsApp status, and co-branded PPT is also there on the AssetPlus page. You can download it and share it, right, to your customers, or show it on the WhatsApp. Social media, WhatsApp statuses, sharing the portfolio value basis limit is very, very important, because informing the customer is the most important part, right? Now, a lot of people say, yeah, the customer is not redeeming. Trust us, given the market is going down. This is AMFI figure saying that 50% of the mutual funds get redeemed within a year. So if they're getting redeemed because the customer is needing money, right? Because the funds are performing very well for the last 3-4 years. So the most important thing is to stop this redemption by telling the customer that you have this option available with you, right? Now I'll come to the main point, that when you pitch the customer, there'll be a lot of client objections coming in, right? Because people are not used to taking loans or understanding the product. So एक नए प्रोडक्ट पे बहुत क्वेश्चन आएंगे. हम एकदम रियल क्वेश्चन को रियल आंसर से ट्राई करेंगे, ठीक है? जो फर्स्ट टाइप ऑफ कस्टमर आएगा, आपका फर्स्ट ऑब्जेक्शन टाइप आएगा, वो आएगा, आई रिडीम नाउ, इन्वेस्ट बैक इन फ्यू डेज वंस आई हैव मनी बैक. ठीक है? People's best thing is, यार, my money, just give it back to me. I'll keep it for 5-10 days, whatever I need, and pay it back to you. You invest again, no issues, no harm done, right? बस कुछ दिन के लिए चाहिए, फिर आते ही इन्वेस्टमेंट वापस शुरू कर देंगे. But we all know how many customers come back and what is the discipline that is required for this. Like, the most important thing MFD brings to the table is discipline, right? It's behavior control that is there, right? So whenever customer tells this, second type of objection that you will always get is, why do I take loan on my investment? मैं अपने ही इन्वेस्टमेंट पे लोन क्यों लूँ, राइट? मेरा इन्वेस्टमेंट मैं यही पैसा ले लेता हूँ। थर्ड एंड मोस्ट कॉमन इज मुझे लोन वोन समझ में ही नहीं आता, ईएमआई से दूर रहते हैं हम लोग पे, कि आप बस बेच दो, मुझे ये सब समझ में नहीं आता, राइट? ये सबसे कॉमन जो हमारे क्वेरीज आते हैं, दीज आर द टू टाइप्स ऑफ क्वेरीज दैट वी गेट. तो फर्स्ट थिंग दैट वी नीड टू एक्सप्लेन इज व्हाट इज द इम्पैक्ट of loan against mutual funds versus redemption, right? What is the impact of this line? The most important impact is that if you have a investment of 10 lakh rupees, right? If you redeem it, this 10 lakh rupees just remains 10 lakh rupees plus minus the LTCs or STCs that the customer will have to pay. But if you keep this invested in mutual funds for 10 years at just 12% per annum growth, right? This is nifty growth. At just 12% per annum growth, this becomes 27.7 lakh rupees, right? Even if we pay interest for 4 years of this 10 years, right? If you pay loan against mutual fund interest also, it will come out to be approximately 4-5 lakh. So net, the customer is gaining 23 lakhs if he takes loan against mutual fund versus he's redeeming, right? So whenever customer says, yeah, if I'm redeeming money, I'm getting what is, and I'll be able to invest back, tell him you are not redeeming 10 lakh rupees. You're redeeming those 23 lakh rupees, 27 lakh rupees. That is the future potential or even higher. Okay, so the impact of redemption is not 10 lakh rupees. The impact of redemption is 23 lakh rupees. अगर वही कस्टमर को आप दिखाएंगे कि आपने 3 साल पहले जब इन्वेस्ट किया था तो ये अमाउंट था, तब आप उसका 10% में निकाल लेते, तो आज आपके अमाउंट पे क्या इम्पैक्ट आता? So it's as simple as this. Most important thing that is to tell the customer that the impact of redemption of 10 lakh is net 23 lakh rupees, right? And this is a real calculation. You can also do it on calculator and verify independently, right? After taking these two, लोग कहते हैं मुझे लोन वोन समझ में नहीं आता, ठीक है, या लोन बुरी चीज है, मुझे नहीं लेना. सो वी नीड टू एजुकेट द पीपल कि जैसे कुछ सालों पहले लोग म्यूचुअल फंड्स को कहते हैं कि स्टॉक मार्केट जुआ है, वी डू नॉट वांट टू गो इनटू स्टॉक मार्केट, बट म्यूचुअल फंड्स केम एंड चेंज्ड एवरीथिंग. म्यूचुअल फंड इज ग्रोइंग एक्सपोनेंशियली. लोग आके बोलते हैं आज आपको कि हम एसआईपी कहाँ करें. दे माइट नॉट अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट अ म्यूचुअल फंड, बट दे नो एसआईपी, राइट? So how mutual funds have changes, we have to tell them how loan against mutual fund is also different. So लोन में एक बहुत सिंपल कॉन्सेप्ट होता है जो आपको हर मनी बुक में मिल जाएगा, विच इज गुड डेट एंड बैड डेट. गुड डेट इज अगर आप किसी चीज को करने के लिए पैसा ले रहे हैं विच इज बेनिफिशियल फॉर यू. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इफ यू आर टेकिंग मनी टू गेट education loan, right? If you're taking money to pay your child tuition fee, it is not bad. If you're taking money to open a business, it is not bad, right? Because you are investing money in your future, in your education, so that you are able to earn more, and that's how you will get rich only, right? Bad debt is what? If you're taking money to buy a car, right? If you're taking a loan to buy a car, because car is a depreciating asset. So the moment you bought a car, by redeeming mutual fund, one, you have given up on the asset which is increasing to you at 12-15% per annum. Second, what is happening is you are essentially buying an asset which is 50% of its value as soon as it's out of the showroom. So asset की भी value कम and loan का interest और. So it's a double negative for the customer. So that's why taking car on a loan majorly is a bad debt. Having high levels of credit card debt, like spending what you do not have today and are not seeing कि आने वाला है, is very bad because credit card is very high interest rate. It is at 3-4% per month, right? So it is very important. All loans are not bad, right? If the loan against mutual funds help achieve your financial goal, then one should take it. अगर वो इसको लेके अगर आपसे पूछ रहा है if he is doing speculative things or things which he should not do, advise them to not do. But if he's doing it for good things, right? Redeeming for buying a car, taking a car loan, tell him it's better to take loan against mutual fund and buy that car, because at least the mutual funds are an returning investment, right? So it is very important to make them understand that what is the difference between a good debt and bad debt, right? थर्ड एंड मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट जो आपको दिखेगा इज आई नीड मनी ओनली फॉर 10 days या 6 महीनों के लिए. इतने शॉर्ट ड्यूरेशन के लिए कहाँ पैसा मिलेगा? कोई 2-5 दिन का मुझे लोन देता ही नहीं है, कोई 10 दिन का मुझे लोन देता ही नहीं है. 6 महीनों का तो फिर भी चलो पीएल मिलेगा, उसमें प्रोसेसिंग भी लगेगी. 10 दिन 6 महीने तो वेर वेल फाइंड दैट मनी, राइट? सिर्फ 15 days के लिए पैसा कहाँ मिलेगा? एंड थर्ड एंड मोस्ट थिंग जो लोगों को लोन से डर लगता है, इस लोन में बहुत सारे क्लॉजेज होते हैं, बहुत पेपर वर्क होगा, इतना टाइम नहीं है। आप मेरे को क्लिक कर दो, 2 दिन में पैसा आ जाएगा। लोन आप करेंगे तो बहुत सारे क्लॉजेज, बहुत टाइम लगाएंगे, इतना हेडेक नहीं लेना है एट द मोमेंट, बिकॉज वेन एवर पर्सन नीड्स मनी इट इज फॉर अ नीड। सो यू ऑलरेडी अ टेंशन गोइंग ऑन एट द बैक ऑफ हिज माइंड कि मुझे ये चीज़ करनी है, राइट, मुझे कहीं पैसा देना है। उसमें आप और ऑपरेशनल इशू लाएंगे तो इट इज टफ फॉर द कस्टमर ऑल्सो टू अंडरस्टैंड। दैट्स वाई द प्रोडक्ट दैट वोल्ट मनी हैज इज द मोस्ट फ्लेक्सिबल प्रोडक्ट। देर इज नो फोरक्लोजर चार्जेस। तो कस्टमर को एक दिन के लिए पैसा चाहिए, 29-30 रुपए, 1 लाख रुपए का इंटरेस्ट लगता है पर डे। तो अगर आपको 2 दिन के लिए अगर 1 लाख रुपए चाहिए तो आपको सिर्फ 60 रुपए का इंटरेस्ट देना पड़ेगा, दैट इज इट। आप पैसा वापस दो, उसके बाद आपको कोई इंटरेस्ट नहीं लगेगा। सो जीरो फोरक्लोजर चार्जेस, कस्टमर कैन रीपे इन 1 डे ऑल्सो। सेकेंड, इट इज अ कम्प्लीटली डिजिटल प्रोसेस। 10 मिनट में प्रोसेस कंप्लीट हो जाता है, 24 वर्किंग आवर्स में पैसा आ जाता है। सुबह करोगे तो शाम से पहले आ जाएगा, सेम डे यू विल गेट द मनी। Redemptions take 2 days to get that money, right? So that's a very critical thing, that redemptions take T plus 2 working days. This comes within same day, 24 hours के अंदर वो आ जाता है। थर्ड एंड मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग, व्हेन यूर सेलिंग म्यूचुअल फंड्स यू आर इनकरिंग टैक्सेस। तो टैक्सेस जो आप 10%, 12.5% और 20% पे जो आप टैक्स दे रहे हो, इंस्टेड ऑफ पेइंग दैट टैक्स यू विल बी एबल टू गेट ग्रोथ ऑन दोज अमाउंट। सो इट इज नेवर बेनिफिशियल टू सेल इट। अगर आपको 5 दिन के लिए भी चाहिए, आप टैक्स तो पूरा ही 12.5% या 20% देने लगेंगे, सो यू हैव टू पे टैक्स। तो इट्स सुपर इंपॉर्टेंट कि आप सेल नहीं करें, यू डू दिस एंड टेक अ लोन अगेंस्ट म्यूचुअल फंड्स, राइट। फिफ्थ पॉइंट आएगा जो आपका हर बार आपका आता होगा कि यार म्यूचुअल फंड में एसआईपी, अरे पैसे आएंगे, अरे बाद में कर देंगे, कल कर देंगे, राइट। वी विल डू द प्रोसेस व्हेन द नीड अराइजेस, कि मुझे जब पैसा चाहिए होगा तब कर लेंगे। 5 मिनट का प्रोसेस है, 10 मिनट का प्रोसेस है, राइट। जब जरूरत पड़ेगी तब कर लेंगे, 5 मिनट ही तो है, बाद में कर लेंगे। दिस इज दी मोस्ट कॉमन, कि यार चलो अवॉइड कर लेते हैं, देखेंगे बाद में, कौन मेहनत करे। बट द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग इसकी प्रोसेस 10 मिनट लेता है, बट बहुत केसेस में देर आर एक्सटर्नल फैक्टर्स दैट माइट टेक टाइम। फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इफ यू आर इन साउथ इंडिया यू विल नो दैट द नेम ऑन बैंक अकाउंट एंड पैन इज नॉट द सेम। अगर एक लेटर भी डिफरेंट है तो बैंक तो हाईलाइट करके आपको एक बार बता ही देगा कि योर नेम इज डिफरेंट, राइट। सो इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू प्रोसेस इट व्हेन यू डू नॉट नीड इट, बिकॉज यू हैव टाइम। अगर कुछ वो मांग भी रहे हैं तो यू कैन जस्ट टेल इट कि दिस इज द प्रूफ, ये लो ब्लैंक चेक कॉपी और द ईमेल फ्रॉम द कस्टमर, दैट इज हाउ इट इज डन। But if he needs money and there is an operation, and this happens in 1%, 2% cases only. But if that happens, then it is very difficult for the customer to share all those things, right? Second thing, setting up the limit has no additional cost because आपको सिर्फ principal ही pay करना है. Interest is only charged if you use it. If you do not use it, no interest is charged. देर इज नो मिनिमम यूटिलाइजेशन क्राइटेरिया। तो अगर आपने लाइन खोल के रख दी, सिर्फ प्रोसेसिंग फी देनी है, इंटरेस्ट लगेगा ही नहीं। दैट्स इट। प्रोसेसिंग फी जो मैंने आपको दिखाया, 500 रुपये, 1500 रुपये 3 साल का, तो 500 रुपये पर ईयर आया नेट। सो लाइन खोलने का चार्ज साल भर के लिए, अगर आप 5 लाख खोलें, 2 लाख खोलें, 20 लाख खोलें, ये जस्ट 500 रुपये। 500 रुपये में आपको 20 लाख की लिक्विडिटी 1 सेकंड में मिल जाएगी। सो इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट कि डू नॉट वेट फॉर द लास्ट मोमेंट कि अब हम करेंगे। लाइक पीपल डू SIP हु सेड कि यार जब आएगा पैसा फिर फॉर्म भरेंगे, फिर आधार करेंगे। Whereas people who had done KYC earlier, now they have to invest more in an NFO or anything. It's very easy for them, right? So वो फर्स्ट टाइम एफर्ट जितना आप जल्दी कर लोगे उतना ही बेटर एंड ईजी होता है कस्टमर के लिए। लास्ट एंड सेकंड लास्ट पॉइंट इज, अ लॉट ऑफ कस्टमर से कि यार मेरे को तो 10,000 ही चाहिए, इतना छोटा अमाउंट तो कोई भी नहीं देता, राइट। तो रिडीम कर लेता हूँ 10,000 रुपये, राइट। 5-10 हज़ार का लोन तो मिलता ही नहीं है, बिकॉज उसके लिए पेपर वर्क कौन करेगा। और थर्ड एंड मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग इज, काफी लोगों हैं जिनको पैसों की जरूरत पड़ती रहती है, राइट। दे विल नीड मनी एवरी मंथ। वो मंथ एंड में निकालेंगे और सेकंड को पे बैक कर देंगे, मंथ एंड में निकालेंगे, सेकंड को पे बैक कर देंगे। दैट इज देयर नीड, कि उनका कैश फ्लो साइकिल में ये इशू आ रहा है, एंड दैट्स व्हाई दे आर नॉट एबल टू डू इन्वेस्टमेंट्स मोर। इसीलिए वन ऑफ द बेस्ट थिंग्स इज द मिनिमम लाइन सेटअप दैट वी हैव। मिनिमम लाइन जो है सिर्फ और सिर्फ 25,000 रुपए की है। Minimum disbursement amount is just 5,000, and if required, you can also put a request for 2,000 rupees. As an exception, we can get it done. But we have never seen a request keep 5,000 rupees. So as low as if you look at 5,000 rupees, you can get this disbursed. If you look at 5,000 rupees, what is the interest that you will pay? 30 rupees is for 1 lakh rupees. So if you divide it by 20 times, you will just pay 1.5 rupees per day. So आपको 5,000 की liquidity भी आ गई और आपको sell भी नहीं करना पड़ा। सेकेंड मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग जिसको बार बार जरूरत पड़ती है, जो प्रोसेसिंग फी है 499 का, दैट इज ओनली अप्लाइड वंस अ ईयर। उसके बाद आप 100 बार निकाल के 100 बार रीपे करो, आपका प्रोसेसिंग फी वापस नहीं लगता। आई विल रिपीट बिकॉज दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। ऑल अदर लोन्स इन द मार्केट, जितने भी लोन्स हैं, आप जब जितनी बार पैसा निकालोगे ईएमआई टेन्योर वगैरह के लिए, आपको उतनी बार लोन लगेगा, उतनी बार प्रोसेसिंग फी लगेगा, टू द ट्यून ऑफ 1% ऑफ लोन अमाउंट। यहाँ पे वो सिर्फ एक बार लगाए 500 रुपये, फिर आप 100 बार निकालो, 100 बार रिपे करो, आपका कोई प्रोसेसिंग फी नहीं, इट इज जीरो फ्रॉम सेकंड टाइम ऑनवर्ड्स टिल दैट टेन्योर। जब वो टेन्योर रिन्यूअल आएगा तब वापस जो भी 500 1500 जो भी रुपए लगेंगे रिन्यूअल के, अदरवाइज इट इज जीरो। एज सिंपल एज दैट, राइट? Now, how do you onboard it on Asset Plus? When you go to your dashboard, right, client updates, you will be able to see products here. When you go to products, you will be able to see top funds, insurance, fixed deposit, loans, bonds. If you go to loans, you will be able to see loan against mutual funds, right? You'll be able to see the summary here, whatever it is, and basis of the steps that are there. You can also see all ongoing applications and active loans by clicking here. Once you click here, you can select your client, right? Notify client and continue here. Let's say this is a demo account, you select your client, continue. It will show you the process, just click that process. So basically you check your limit in 15 seconds easily, right? Just enter OTP, pledge your assets, complete KYC, which is DigiLocker. So सबसे common format it happens, and then you withdraw money, or you can just keep it open for later, right? This I think we've already discussed. I'll just again, before closing this, I will just take an example again of how the line works, because let me tell you, this is a superior product than a term loan, much superior. This is a loan, but much better. So Volt Money has a credit line. Let's say आपके पास Volt Money के साथ 5 lakh rupees का line है. If you withdraw amount of 1 lakh rupees, you get charged at 10.49, which is just 0.029% per day. मतलब 1 लाख रुपए पे 29 रुपए, 29 rupees per day for 1 lakh rupees. That's the interest. Processing fee is 499 plus GST, which is, this is a typo, 509 rupees. One time only, first time में. If you keep it for 6 months, 180 days, 1 lakh रुपए पे you have to just pay 5173 as interest. So net you are paying around 1,05,000 rupees for 1 lakh rupees for 6 months. Plus your mutual funds keep on growing. From second, Abhi, you can also withdraw. The customer will, let's say, has 4 lakh rupees available. He can withdraw 2 lakh rupees from here, right? Automatically, if he withdraws 2 lakh rupees, there will be no processing fee applied. Customer, if he has money, he can do part payment or full payment. Let's say if he has 1 lakh outstanding, he can pay 2,000 rupees also, and interest will be applied next day from 98,000. If he has 10,000 rupees, pay 10,000. He has interest will be applied on 90,000 only. So lower interest as soon as you pay, right? If you have everything, just pay everything. There will be no interest applied. So it is as simple as that. तो आपने जैसे आउटस्टैंडिंग बैलेंस जीरो किया, जीरो इंटरेस्ट, जितना बैलेंस है उसी पे जो फॉर्मूला दिया है 0.029% से इंटरेस्ट लगेगा। तो आपका जो एंड ऑफ डे बैलेंस है 1 लाख है तो 0.029%, अगर आपने 20,000 पे कर दिया तो 80,000 पे 0.029%। कस्टमर को सेम आप जैसे कह रहे हैं, यू विल बी एबल टू सी द डैशबोर्ड फॉर द कस्टमर वेयर यू कैन सी अकाउंट, विड्रॉ, repay, transaction, manage limit, refer and earn. So transaction, you will be able to see everything, withdraw, repay, कब interest कटा, all those things are available. Withdraw is simple, you click once, enter the amount, enter an OTP and that's it. Customer को वो पैसा चला जाता है, request process हो जाती है. If you have to repay, you just click here, right? You just click here, you will have all options, UPI, नेट बैंकिंग, डेबिट कार्ड और एनईएफटी आरटीजीएस के बैंक अकाउंट डिटेल्स। तो जो यहाँ पे लिखी हो वो ही देना हो, बिकॉज दीज एनईएफटी आरटीजीएस आर स्पेसिफिक टू कस्टमर, दीज आर नॉट सिंगल अकाउंट फॉर ऑल कस्टमर। सो हर कस्टमर स्पेसिफिक होती है। आप कस्टमर को बेस्ट है कि आप लिंक दे दो कि वहां जाके यू क्लिक एंड यू पे बाय यूपीआई, डेबिट कार्ड, नेट बैंकिंग, ऑल मेथड्स आर अवेलेबल, राइट? So this is how the screen looks like, online payment करके. If you want to increase the limit, just go to manage limit, click on increase limit and process it from there. If you want to unpledge, you can click view details and you can also send an unpledge request. Yeah, that's all from my side. Any questions? I think if we've seen it in the chat.
Yes, Kapil. So, पहला सवाल है कि can we process loan on portfolio of other platforms?
Yes. तो कहीं से भी खरीदा हो, चाहे बैंक से, मिक्स अपने थ्रू डायरेक्ट ग्रो से, जब आप पुल करेंगे उसका सारा पोर्टफोलियो आता है, आप सबके अगेंस्ट लोन करवा सकेंगे।
अच्छा, एक दूसरा सवाल है कि अगर क्लाइंट का पोर्टफोलियो 1 करोड़ का है और 50% का लिमिट अगर कहते हैं तो 50 लाख का LAMF होता है, लेकिन ही इज अनेबल टू रीपे, और उसी टाइम पे मार्केट भी अनसर्टन बिहेव करता है और उसका पोर्टफोलियो डाउन हो जाता है, तो वन सेक, सो उसका पोर्टफोलियो डाउन हो जाता है, तो मतलब हियर द इन दिस सिचुएशन द पोर्टफोलियो डाउन इज अराउंड 45 lakhs। बट अगर पोर्टफोलियो डाउन होता है तो क्या होता है उसमें, तो उससे उससे क्या इम्पैक्ट पड़ता है? और दूसरी चीज ये, अगर वो लोन रिपे ना करते हैं या फिर दे आर नॉट अनेबल टू रीपे, तो उसके क्रेडिट स्कोर पे इफेक्ट होता है क्या?
Sure, मैं एक बार बता देता हूँ एग्जाम्पल.
यस।
So this is a very important question. Hence, I'll take it through a slide that we have. Is the screen with margin call visible?
यस।
So this is a very common question. This is called a concept called margin call. What this means is, let's say, if a customer has pledged 1 lakh rupees, the max limit available as per RBI on equity is 50%. So what RBI says is the loan to value of portfolio should never exceed 50% any moment of time, right? So if portfolio value and this ratio falls above 50%, there's a shortfall triggered, right? So what happens is customer will have to regularize this shortfall. And how do you regularize the shortfall is what we'll explain. So let me take an example. If the customer has an equity portfolio of 1 lakh rupees, right? He can set up a limit of 50,000, right? So let's say if he sets up a limit of 50,000, we'll not just go here for now. Let me just take it. Okay. So basically, let's say if customer has a portfolio of 1 lakh rupees, right? You can get a limit of 50,000 rupees on this. 50% मिल सकता है. And you, the customer has taken everything from that 50,000. उसने 50,000 पूरा withdraw कर लिया. अब let's say the portfolio fell from 1 lakh rupees to 99,000 rupees, right? As per RBI, max loan amount should be 50% of the portfolio value. Hence, in this case is 49,500. But the loan amount is 50,000. तो वो 500 रुपए का शॉर्टफॉल क्रिएट होता है. अब 500 रुपए की शॉर्टफॉल में क्या होता है, कस्टमर के पास 3 ऑप्शन होते हैं कि उसको आपको रेगुलराइज करना पड़ेगा. फर्स्ट ऑप्शन इज पे 500 रुपीज. तो ऑटोमेटिकली आपने पे किया, आपका आउटस्टैंडिंग इज 49,500. वो शॉर्टफॉल मीट हो गया कि 99,000 और 49,500 इज 50%. सेकेंड इज यू कैन प्लेज 2,000 रुपीज और वॉट एवर, इन दिस केस 1,000 रुपीज. तो आपने 1,000 रुपीज प्लेज कर दिया, तो ऑटोमेटिकली पोर्टफोलियो वैल्यू गोज फ्रॉम 99,000 टू 1 लाख रुपीज. हेंस योर 50% रेशियो इज रिस्टोर्ड. थर्ड इज अगर मार्केट ही उठ गया उस 7 डेज के अराउंड, 7 डेज मिलते हैं कस्टमर को, 7 डेज में मार्केट ही उठ गया, तो ऑटोमेटिकली वो रेशियो रिस्टोर हो गया. इफ नन ऑफ द थिंग्स हैपन एंड 7 डेज हैव पास्ड, राइट, as per regulatory guidelines, the lender initiates a sell off of mutual funds for the shortfall amount. So वो क्या करेगा, 500 रुपए ड्यू है, 2x 1,000 रुपीज प्लस हम ऑपरेशन चार्जेस सेल ऑफ करेगा, और वो 1,000 रुपीज का जो सेल किया वो अमाउंट को आपके आउटस्टैंडिंग के अगेंस्ट ऑफसेट कर देगा. मतलब कि अगर उसने 1,000 रुपये बेचा, तो उसको आपके प्रिंसिपल को कम कर देगा और बोल देगा आपका प्रिंसिपल जो पहले 50,000 रुपीज था, अगर 1,000 बेचा है तब वो 49,000 रुपीज हो जाएगा. सो नेट नेट कस्टमर लॉस में नहीं जाता, राइट, क्योंकि उसके आउटस्टैंडिंग प्रिंसिपल के अगेंस्ट सेल ऑफ होकर उसी को पैसा मिल रहा है. बट हाँ, उसका पोर्टफोलियो सेल ऑफ जरूर हो जाता है. टू सेफगार्ड दिस, what Volt has done is we upfront provide 45% only. What this means is अगर आपका 1 लाख का पोर्टफोलियो पहले 90,000 तक गिरेगा 10%, that is when you reach the 50% mark, because 45,000 का 50% is 90,000, 50% is 45,000. Once you are there, right, once you're there, then only shortfall initiates. So 10% portfolio fall is very, very rare. We launched this last year, and post that we have seen very, very low count of margin shortfall happening. Happens where if a customer requests and we change this to 50%, this can be done with a click, but we do not recommend it. Wherever we change it, that is where only margin call happens, right? So that is the critical point. So Volt has done a step to safeguard customer interest. Hence, customer will see 45% limit instead of 50%. Hope this is clear.
Okay. Yes, yes.
We have two lenders with us, Tata Capital and Bajaj Finance. Tata Capital का 1 year tenure product है, मतलब 1 year renew करना होता है, तो this is 500 plus GST. Bajaj Finance has a 3 year product, hence it is 1,500 plus GST. That is it. जो भी बेस्ट ऑफर होता है कस्टमर के लिए वो लेंडर सेलेक्ट हो जाता है. तो essentially 500 per year का GST आया दोनों के लिए.
हम्म.
Interest rate is 10.49% for all customers. Tata
ओके.
Capital had recently increased it to 10.75 for their existing customers, but that is due to the borrowing rate increase that was happening. Once the
ओके.
liquidity increases, this decreases also. So this is linked directly to the repo rate and internal lending rates, which are dependent on the market.
अगर इंटरेस्ट रेट चेंज होते हैं तो कस्टमर को बताया जाता है कि आपके इंटरेस्ट रेट चेंज हो रहे हैं?
Yes, yes. So it is regulatory requirement also. It is informed to the customer definitely.
ओके. एक और सवाल है कि डेट म्यूचुअल फंड्स मतलब गिल्ड फंड्स और लिक्विड फंड्स, उसके बारे में अगर इफ यू कैन उसके अगेंस्ट अगर आप एलएमएफ लेते हैं तो उसका क्या सीन, अगर आप बता सकते हैं?
Yes, so I've seen a lot of customers take it. Liquid funds में अगर आप कर रहे हैं invest right and you know कि यार मुझे 1-2 दिन के लिए पैसा चाहिए, since partial unlilling भी available है, which is free of cost. A lot of people, even though if they have 20% liquid fund currently in the market, you'll see people having liquid funds की cash component को या emergency को, they do pledge it so that because आप उसको भी sell करेंगे liquid funds को, within a year you'll have to pay 20% का STCG. राइट एंड लिक्विड फंड खुद 6-7% पे तो या 5% जो भी पे आपको रिटर्न दे रहा है. व्हेन यू सेल
हम्म.
इट, नो पॉइंट सेलिंग इट एट 20% एसटीसीजी. व्हेन इफ यू आर प्लेजिंग म्यूचुअल फंड्स, आपको लिक्विड फंड के 80-90% तो मिल जाएगा. तो सेल करके
करेक्ट.
जो पैसा आना तो वो वैसे भी आ रहा है, तो प्लेज इट. अगर आपको नीड नहीं है और आउटस्टैंडिंग नहीं है, यू कैन पुट एन अनलियन रिक्वेस्ट फॉर दैट लिक्विड फंड एंड इट कैन गेट अनलियन ऑल्सो. राइट.
ओके.
तो इट इज मतलब इफ द कस्टमर वांट्स टू इट, वी सजेस्ट कि अगर आपको दिख रहा है कि आप लिटरली वेरी नियर फ्यूचर में नहीं सेल करने वाले, यू शुड गो एंड प्लेज इट ऑल्सो.
ईएमआई का क्या सीन होता है एलएमएफ में?
सो इंटरेस्ट ओनली EMI होता है. राइट. सो व्हाट इट मीन्स इज व्हेन यू हैव बोरोड 1 लाख रुपीज,
हम्म.
interest of which is essentially what we have discussed, 870 rupees is
हम्म.
due. You only have to pay 870 rupees. 1 lakh you can pay anytime in part payments or full. So only interest, only EMI is there. Only interest is mandatory. Rest principal is as per customers flexibility.
ओके. एनआरई इन्वेस्टर्स एलएमएफ अवेल कर सकते हैं?
At the moment, NRI customers cannot do it, NRO, because NBFCs regulatory are not allowed to give loan against mutual funds to NRI, NRO customers.
अच्छा. डायरेक्ट एमएफ क्लाइंट्स के बारे में, दे कैन
Which-
आल्सो डू इट. डायरेक्ट एमएफ क्लाइंट्स अगर है,
Yes, yes,
डायरेक्ट म्यूचुअल
yes,
फंड्स,
yes.
फॉर ऑल ऑफ देम.
Yes, yes.
ओके. आई थिंक इफ एनी इन्वेस्टमेंट थ्रू शेयर खाना इवन दैट इज कवर्ड. सारा इन्वेस्टर, सारा एक्शन जो है एसेट प्लस ऐप के थ्रू हो सकता है. यस, आई थिंक ऑल ऑफ इट. आई थिंक यू गेट आल्सो डायरेक्टेड टू वोल्ट्स प्लेटफॉर्म एज वेल, करेक्ट?
Yeah, so it is 100% doable through the AssetPlus platform, right? In case if someone customer wants an app, also you can download the Volt Money app or you can use the AssetPlus platform. The experience is exactly the same.
ओके. पार्शियल रीपेमेंट पे कोई इशू नहीं है. सो दे कैन, द प्रिंसिपल अमाउंट दैट इज बीन टेकन, दैट कैन बी पार्शियली रीपेड एट एनी पॉइंट इन टाइम, करेक्ट?
Yes, yes.
ओके. कैन क्लाइंट इंक्रीज और डिक्रीज द टेन्योर?
यस. सो लेट्स से मैंने 1 लाख रुपए लिए हैं, राइट. मेरा 1 साल हो गया जैसे टाटा कैपिटल में. एट बिफोर द एंड ऑफ 12 months, ऑटोमेटिकली एट द एंड ऑफ 11 month वी स्टार्ट सेंडिंग नोटिफिकेशन टू द कस्टमर ऑल्सो. ठीक है. And customer, it's a very simple renewal process. Click simply if you want to increase the limit, fetch, pledge, and simply do the OTP. So it takes 2 minutes to renew, and automatically आपका और 12 months के लिए renew हो जाता है. आप ये infinitely कर सकते हो. तो आपने सेकंड ईयर रिन्यू कर दिया, थर्ड ईयर रिन्यू कर दिया, यू कैन कीप ऑन रिन्यूइंग इट एंड कीप ऑन डूइंग दिस.
Correct, correct. Okay. Automatic limit is based on the 50% limit only that is there, correct? Whatever your portfolio, ऐसा कोई अलग से automatic limit नहीं है.
नहीं नहीं, ऑटो मतलब इट इज ऑल सिस्टम ड्रिवन. जो भी मैक्स लिमिट होगा वो आपको इट विल इवैल्यूएट एंड गिव इट टू यू देन एंड देयर.
ओके. ELSS पर भी लोन मिलता है?
ELSS units are currently not there. However, very soon ELSS units greater than 3 years will be allowed.
Okay. Are there any stamp duty charges?
That is all included in the processing fee.
That is all included. Okay. So LMF can be renewed or it has been reinvested freshly beyond the 10-year. Which funds are not allowed or eligible for LMF based on the type of mutual fund?
So it is not on type of mutual funds. Very, very new AMCs or very, very small schemes which their AUM of a scheme is, let's say, less than 500 crore or 1,000 crore. or an
Mm-hmm.
NFO which has just gotten launched and even not even is 3 months old,
Mm-hmm.
generally not be approved because the risk or the team has not gotten time to evaluate and approve.
Okay.
Apart from it, most of it is approved. You will be able to see 98% of the industry AUM being approved.
Okay.
More than
Uh,
500 plus schemes.
okay. डीमैट एमएफ होल्डिंग्स भी कवर्ड है इसमें?
DMAT currently cannot be done because DMAT, the custodian is the broker.
Okay.
So if you have a bigger case of DMAT, do let us know because there is an assisted flow that can be done, right? So we will enable it. But as a normal flow, it is not there because वो एक separate आपको pledging कराना होता है broker के through.
Mm-hmm.
Not a tough PRF form होता है जिसको आप submit करेंगे and they will give a confirmation. But it's not part of the normal flow, and that's why if someone has DMAT invested in mutual fund, he will not be shown limit against them.
ओके. कस्टमर ने अगर एनएफओ में इन्वेस्ट किया है तो 1-2 महीने के बाद क्या वो प्लेज कर सकते हैं उसके अगेंस्ट?
Yes, yes, he can do it from the, if the scheme is approved, he can do it from the next day.
Oh, interesting. Okay, I think that's pretty much about it. Kapil, it was great talking to you. Do share the PPT so that we can share it across, and obviously the recording will also will take care of that. So thank you, Kapil, for joining us here with us, and hope to see you soon, and hope to meet with you again.
Sure, sure. Thanks,
Thank you.
Abhinay. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks all. Thank you all.